which means Nataliya Guseva now joins us, and she is luckily one of the three individuals that moves on, but it's a big picture thing. So, Nataliya, first of all, welcome to the show. There's a lot to talk about, but I can only imagine how disappointed you, your team, and all the teams that were in Baton Rouge, Louisiana are, because I know you wanted to play.
Yeah, sure wanted to play. I mean, we worked really hard for whole this season, and we just knew that it's one of the best tournaments that we could play, and we can just show how good we are, and just to go to the nationals, because last time we went to the nationals was 2017. So we really worked hard. Something we changed in our training. So and it's just so pity for our seniors, for girls who worked hard, as I said. So, yeah.
Nataliya, you guys have had a really, really interesting spring, and it kind of coincides with your arrival for the spring semester. In doing a little research last night and reading about it, it seems like things have been moving pretty fast for you since you got to Miami in what, January?
Yeah, I just came to Miami in January, so this is my first semester, and I played, I think, 6 tournaments, so it was just like my 7th tournament, but it didn't happen. So, yeah, this spring, and yeah, it went pretty fast, I would say.
So how do we go with number one? I'm going to work way back with you. Moscow and golf, I don't associate those two. So how do you get started playing golf?
So I started playing golf in Czech Republic. My aunt and my uncle just drove me to the golf course and just told me to take the cup and just start hitting some shots. So, yeah, they took from me like a professional golf coach, and I started to train with him. I just took one training, and he said that I have a talent. So like this, I just started to playing golf, and after that, like 5 minutes by my home, it was just a really good school for kids. We just opened for golf. So, and yeah, like this, I just started playing golf. But for the past 2 years, I would say I was just traveling all the world. Yeah, most of the time it was Europe, and I was just trying to play some tournaments so I could come into University of Miami and represent it.
That is so cool. I mean, that is just an amazing story. And I can only imagine some of the places you have played, the journeys. You've already lived a full life, and you're just getting started.
Yes.
That is so great. Really great.
Nataliya, to Coach Rizzo obviously has an unbelievable history of golf, playing professionally in the United States for better than 20 years on the LPGA Tour. I know that's your goal. You're already highly regarded among world amateur rankings for women. Now you get an opportunity to go as an individual to the NCAA. Where is that in your expectations? And have you met all your expectations, at least early on and very early in your Miami career?
Yeah, so I would say NCAA Championship is one of the most important championship in college golf. And I would say that, of course, I really want to play this, and I really want to show how Miami is good. And after this situation which happened to us in Louisiana, I just want to show like how good we are, how worked hard, and yes, and for this I want to say thank you, Coach Patty Rizzo, for helping me being there, because without her I would not be there. I would say she just helped me. She supported me every moment of the tournament. She was walking me like I would say like a kitty, and like my mom, and she was great at it. Yeah, and I'm so thankful that I have her, that she has such a big experience in LPGA Tour and the college golf.
Nataliya, do you remember the first time you broke 80? Do you remember that day?
Oh yeah. I can't. I don't really remember, I would say. I don't remember this
So,
day.
all right. Let me ask you this then. There's, because I'm always interested how people pick up the game, and there's always like breakthroughs. There's like first time I broke 100, first time I broke 90, first time I broke 80, first time I broke 70, first time I had a par. I mean, there's all those kind of things that pop in your head. Do you ever? When was the moment you knew, hey, you know what? I'm pretty good. I really like this game, and I'm starting to get some results from all the hard work, where all of a sudden you started to grind and to say, you know what, I can really, really develop my game and maybe go pro. Was there a moment throughout all your worldwide travel that you sensed that, hey, you know what, this works for me?
I would say, yeah, it was one tournament, Youth Kids European Championship. I was 12 years old, and it was, I think, first Russian to come there and to win this tournament. So, and after that I just thought that I can play golf, I can represent Russia, and in the future I can represent a university. So for this moment, I just thought that I can be an LPGA golfer.
That is cool. That's cool.
As we said, you got to Miami in January. You were named the ACC Freshman of the Year. You've had 4 straight top 10 finishes, including a T6 at the ACC Championship, which featured, not only Gina Kim of Duke, but other great players, Rachel Keane, other outstanding, Beatrice Wallen. What's the competition in the ACC been like for you, Nataliya?
Yeah, it's a really big competition. It's our conference, and there are a lot of girls that I know who are really good. But I can't say that I'm really happy with my result. Of course, I really wanted to win. Every tournament I come, I want to win. I just work hard for it. So yeah, next year I hope it's my year, and it's year for University of Miami. So we'll just do the same thing that we are doing, and big things are going to come.
And did you notice any difference with the golf courses in the States versus what you played in Europe?
I would say some of the golf courses much more difficult than in Europe, especially your greens, how they are really slopey. And yeah, I would say a lot of golf courses are much more difficult. And yeah, in Miami, I train a lot in the wind, and in Europe, we didn't have this opportunity to play. It's probably just England and Scotland where you can just play golf there, in wind. But yeah.
That's what I wanted to ask you, because you go over in Europe, a lot of bump and run. You keep it low. You come over here. There is a lot of elements. There's a lot of carry here, as opposed to the international games. So I just wondered how difficult that was for you to adjust in terms of way we play golf in this country versus what they do in Europe.
Yeah, I would say it wasn't really difficult to adjust. It just same golf. I mean, golf is everywhere golf. So I practiced a lot different shots, and when I just came here, I tried to adjust to this grass, because we don't have this grass in Europe. I would say maybe sometimes we have it in Spain, Bermuda. So yeah, I was just practicing a lot, 5 hours per day by myself, and yeah.
If you could go play anywhere in the world, of places that you have been, not places you wish to play. If you said, all right, listen, I'm going to take you and Wes, and I'm going to take you to the most beautiful golf course I've ever been to, where would you take us?
Oh, that's a really good question, I would say. I mean, I would love to take you in Russia. We have one really good golf course. It's really beautiful. The name of it is Sarajevo. So, and probably one more golf course is in Slovenia, in Bled. For me, it's one of the most beautiful and peaceful place where you can just play golf and look on the mountains. And yeah, it's really nice there.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. All right, I'm going to put you on the spot, though.
That's awesome.
Here's this is the toughest question you're going to get. And I know you haven't been at Miami long, but I'm going to give you the question anyhow. Since you've been a Miami Hurricane, what has been your hardest class at school?
Um, I would say psychology. I
Psychology.
would say yes. Yes, I would say psychology. Yeah, it's kind of like a lot of terms, which are really hard, and especially for me hard because it's not my language, and
Yeah.
I mean, just coming here and it's like a new language, and just to adjust firstly for the language, then to how you study, and yeah, I would say psychology. But one of the most subjects that I love, I would say it's art.
I love it.
And yeah,
I love it. Well, listen, you've done a great
yeah,
job playing, but more impressive is the fact, like you said, you know what? You're making an adjustment with your life, language, different culture, but golf is still golf, right? Here's the shot. Can you hit it? Get it in the hole. That's the deal. But you're doing a tremendous job. So congratulations on making that adjustment to the United States, University of Miami, and all that good stuff. And keep it in the short grass and make a bunch of birdies. We'll be rooting for you.
thank you so much. Thank you.